between Fort Worth and Dallas, Texas and Arlington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium. Today, we reach Week 15, and we've got a good matchup in store between the New York Giants and the Dallas Cowboys. 22 men ready to do battle. It's time to dance. And we are underway from AT&T Stadium. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
These two teams met at MetLife Stadium earlier this year with the Giants winning that one. So they are gunning for the sweep here in Dallas.
On 2nd and 9, Jones.
Out route pass complete to Bellinger. And not much happening there. He's taken down, but a late penalty flag in the backfield. Now, this looks like a roughing call.
So now a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Now Jones. Man open, it's J.J. Arcega-Whiteside. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
Boy, a pair of big plays here. This one going for 29.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there are more people there to get him down.
And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Throwing, Jones. And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley with career touchdown number 60.
And the Giants will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon.
Extra point try good by Gano. And that makes the score 7-0. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 18. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Open man Lamb. It's complete. And he will have a Cowboys 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play, won or lost a game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that 1st down on 3rd down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown?
So 8 yards on the completion there, and that'll bring up a 2nd down and just a couple. Off the play fake, Prescott. Able to hit his target, Lamb. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Prescott and Lamb hooking up for the Cowboy 1st.
2nd and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a 1st down.
So the drive takes them into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 46. Now Prescott. And this one almost intercepted. Not a good throw there. Nearly an opening drive INT. The Cowboys at 5 and 8, 3 games under 500, and they come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well because you play 2.5 months. You know you're ready for some time off in order to get prepared for the home stretch. In fact, when they looked at the schedule to start the season, I think they liked where their open week fell.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. Prescott. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
Well, Charles, the NFL record is 66 yards. That was 5 shy of that, but only a handful of guys have ever connected from 61 or deeper, and he can add his name to the list.
Yeah, more and more guys are trying it, and that doesn't mean the success rate has gone up. That is a long kick. Guaranteed, when he turns on his phone after the game, a ton of congratulatory texts will be awaiting him.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
The football changing hands here as this offense takes the field. Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage, while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
Jones in trouble here, and down he goes. Parsons in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
After that sack, 3rd and long, tough spot for Jones and the Giants.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
He'll get this complete to Kadarius Toney.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the 1st.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Hey, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Operating from the gun, Jones. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Though he's seen some good pressure defensively already here in the first quarter, here's another good example.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Jones. Throwing deep for Galladay. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. And the Giants send out their punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. As we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
On 2nd down, Elliott once more. And he'll get this up to about the 40. Well, this defense for the Giants, they were terrific last week in the victory over Buffalo.
Yeah, they held them completely out of the end zone, just held them to a field goal. So they're not just hoping for a repeat here. They're hoping to do it even better. A shutout is their goal.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd and 1, here's Prescott. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Giants are going to take possession of the football.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long, because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Damone Clark fought his way through and buried him behind the line.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Jones throwing on 3rd and long.
Man open, it's Tony. He's got it.
And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 3rd and 19, no problem, as they're able to convert. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 34. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that is incomplete.
I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it, could not hold on through the end of the play. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. There he goes, left side. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Daniel Jones, 34 yards, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Gano the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they, of course, coming into this one in the midst of a tough losing streak. Oh, Elliott going to be hit. He coughs it up. Loose football. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. And a little careless there, Charles, on that carry.
And it's not just having two hands on the ball. It's tucking it away. It's using your body to keep people shielded off. It's so many different things into taking care of it and having ball security. In that case, though, we didn't see it happen.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into a bigger point. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
And Jones is going to put it in the hands of Barkley on the option.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw.
This one goes out wide for Barkley.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
So Jones off, Graham Gano on here for the New York Giants field goal.
Gano's kick is good, and they will stretch the lead now to 17-3.
So the fumble recovery had them set up in ideal field position, but they can muster only 3 points out of it.
Yeah, when you're able to force turnovers, especially when it results in field position like they had, you really want to make it hurt. Here, they take the field goal. That's definitely not what they were hoping for.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
Meanwhile, Dak's throw pulled in by Lamb.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. Prescott on 1st down. And he whips that one incomplete there.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Prescott from the gun.
That is caught by Lamb.
And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 43. And give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On the counter, Elliott. And he'll be brought down at about the 42.
Dexter Lawrence that time in on the stop.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Hey, 47, kill.
Prescott now. Got his man there, complete to Gallup. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 31-yard line. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. A first down carry by Elliott. 11 yards there, just like last play.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
First down, Prescott. And a dangerous throw there on the drop-off. Incomplete, nearly intercepted.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now Prescott. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Dalton Schultz hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Cowboys are back within a score. Extra point right down the middle. And that slices the lead down to 17-10. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
He's got Bellinger. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Gotta say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
And he slides to avoid the hit. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down.
Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so they didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
It's Barkley on the counter.
And this will be a Giants first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and turn his legs for a really nice pickup.
So a solid run by Saquon Barkley, and another 1st and 10 here. Off the play fake. Jones. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I know we're just in the second quarter and there's a ways to go in this game, but that's his second drop. I'm wondering if that's a little bit of an alarm bell for them when they start calling plays on the offensive side of the ball.
Already looking upfield on that last one before he brought it in. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Jones. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
The coverage was good, but I just wonder if they absolutely fooled the quarterback on that play. I think he was expecting something else, ended up with nowhere to throw the football successfully.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Jones.
Throw left side, complete to Tony.
And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a 1st down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Flushed out right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Game clock sitting at 2:02, so they'll get one play before the 2-minute warning. On 2nd and 10, Jones. Touchdown!
Kadarius Toney.
31 yards.
And the Giants have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
Extra point try good by Gano. And the lead now up to 14. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Little Mayo. You grinding badges?
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
So remember, Charles, last time they were out here, they scored, but they just saw the opposite.
I'm trying. I finished my one final and I felt super tired, but I'm trying not to go to sleep because I have a final at 8 a.m. tomorrow. So I want to be able to like sleep overnight. Yeah, because last night I went to bed at 5 a.m. I've never had coffee. No, Chief. No, I've never had any of that stuff. I think I'm good now. I usually get like really tired, like 8 hours. I either take a nap or just if I stay up, then it goes away.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns and 21 points.
Whose jumper do you have on?
Another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
I think it has the best stats.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week.
And Prescott, his third interception. And the Giants are going to take possession of the football.
Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked.
I feel like those are the hardest to get if you're not a center.
And the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always
Once you get your like vert up and shit,
in the face of a guy.
or do the I guess there's one of the drills. It's called like putback finishing or something. It's really easy, but you have to have the. I don't know if you have to have like decent rebounding.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it 3rd manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Now Jones is going to back this forward on the jet sweep.
And some room to maneuver. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 17 yards and a Giant 1st down.
Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion.
Dude, they just don't block Micah Parsons.
And he goes down. The Giants going to go.
Yeah, I'm in a league game, and his ass is just coming
Stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go
like
in this 1st half.
he beats his block instantly. I guess it's on me.
Theme in this 1st half.
Huh?
This is 2nd and long.
Yeah, I noticed I said that, but I was hoping you didn't notice.
Another try after the 1st down sack. Jones. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead,
I think I've only been to Ida Joe's once.
physically, and they took that opportunity right there to be extremely
I had.
physical and force that incompletion.
Here's Jones. Throwing off.
I had a pretty big lunch, but I don't know. I don't really have anything to eat for dinner, and I'm not going to the grocery store because I'm leaving in 2 days. So I might just be making pasta in the microwave.
From 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, they're able to come away with the interception, Charles. They aren't able to move the ball all that much. However, they do get 3 out of it with a field goal.
Because he works like 80 hours a week, 100 hours a week.
Now it's their opportunity to do it again.
Ask him. He said this is a slow month, but he said for like the first like 3 years at that job, you work like 80 to 100 average. But today, what's today? Wednesday? Wednesday is like the day he can work from home, so he might get on tonight.
Interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted.
I don't know. I asked him, and he said it's kind of just like something they do, I guess.
Giants are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
And he doesn't like he's not paid hourly.
Spreading the ball around in this game. I don't think you mentioned the guys in the other uniform.
No, you just paid like salary, I think.
Here in the 1st half, and several different guys have picked him off. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack.
Yeah.
Cowboys going to burn the first of their
Dude, Micah Parsons has 3 sacks, 4 sacks, and it's the first half. I'm up 34-10. He's thrown 4 picks and fumbled, and I have no turnovers. I can't. So far this year, I've played 3 full seasons. I made 2 Super Bowls and won one of them. But the other one I missed the playoffs because this year they made team matter more, and I have the Bears in that league, which might be like the worst team, at least outside of quarterback. I mean, I kind of have to, yeah. Like, all my teams are bad. I have the Giants, the Lions, and the Bears. Well, this is the beginning of the season roster, so they're kind of, because we started at the beginning of the NFL season.
And control of the football, switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb.
I think they started 7-2, and now they're like 7-6.
They gave it a shot with the deep pass, but it wasn't going to work there. And now there's less time for them to try and get 3 before the half. Let's see what they dial up on this next snap.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
The Jets they're good outside of quarterback. I don't think the Giants are really that good. I think they're just they got lucky a little bit. And the Seahawks, their offense is good, but their defense is some butt.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
I don't know what that is. I don't remember that.
Halftime report. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Offense here set to begin the drive. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Throwing, Prescott. He's got his man. It's Gallup. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Another big gain or 2 in succession as this one goes for 32. In motion, the tight end. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
Brandon, once that one broke down, there were only so many options left for him to take. Fortunately, only 1st down, so he smartly got the yardage he could get and didn't worry about trying to turn it into a bigger play and end up taking a bigger loss. Here, they hope they can regroup and get something different going here on 2nd down.
And a loose football. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. Well, if these guys wanted to get back in this game, they needed an almost perfect second half. And down 3 scores, a lost fumble here certainly doesn't fit into that plan.
That reminds me of my plan in college to get an A on the papers I turned in, but that didn't work out too well either. Too many mistakes by both of us. I mean, that's just pure and simple. That's why that's exactly where they are in this ball game. They're going to need a huge turnaround if they want to try and win this one.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll run it again with Barkley. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
I know the good dunks. I don't know anything about dribbling.
They'll run the option on 3rd and short yardage. And he will go out right near the 35-yard
Not a dribbler.
line. So not his arm, but hurting him with his legs. A gain of 19 on the keeper and a first down. Barkley inside handoff. And able to get this to the 31.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Second down, here's Barkley again. And he will cross the
Probably.
29-yard line.
We've caught a lot of games, but we don't normally talk about inside linebackers being that fleet of foot, do we?
No, he was able to get outside there to make that play.
Yeah, and you know what makes them faster? Their ability to read plays, understand what offenses are trying to do, and put themselves in proper position.
On 3rd down, Drake. And he's brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
So Jones off, Graham Gano on here for the New York Giants field goal. Gano's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. After that last sequence, they're sitting pretty comfortably. They force the fumble, get the field goal, and expand on that lead here in the second half.
And don't expect them to rest on their laurels after that kick either. They'll keep their effort up until the final whistle. They don't consider any lead safe.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't.
They gotta make the video 10 minutes.
That because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
A first down throw for Prescott. He'll get this to Elliott. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 45.
Gabby Williams?
2 yards on the pickup.
I think it means like
Bring up second down.
Graham Williams. Who's that dude on the Celtics?
We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he will finally be taken down at the Giants' 5. A big run that time by Elliott. 51 yards on the ground. Now flags fly in, and one of the Cowboys looked like he got going a little early. And they'll try again here, first and goal after the false start. Play action now, Prescott. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Jalen Tolbert from 10 yards out. And the Cowboys are able to cut into that deficit. The extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now down to 20.
the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taken at the goal line. And they will be backed up deep. Trouble here as they're going to start this drive at the 6. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not.
And they're going to sack him again. The 5th time they've gotten him today, and this one results in a safety.
The goal here is about getting any kind of positive yardage in this spot because you don't care who, you don't care how. You just want to try and buy a little space and get away from your own end zone. But in this spot, the defense was all over that play and equally motivated to stick them with a safety.
So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 26. They'll try and start this drive in the air.
And boy, another ill-advised throw there as that will wind up incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Throwing again, Prescott on 2nd and 10. He'll fire deep downfield from Lamb. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. That one good for 37 yards.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, Prescott. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
They'll throw again. Prescott. And he's got it. Touchdown, Cowboys. Jalen Tolbert. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Cowboys are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. After right down the middle. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. He rifles one that's intercepted. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown.
So that potentially a turning point here this 3rd quarter. A 2-score lead down to 1 now following the pick 6.
And that had to be the message at halftime for this defense, delivered and accepted. We need to go out there and make something happen.
And he'll get in for the 2 points. So that'll cut the deficit down to just a field goal. I guess the coach looked at the 2-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a 3-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call. And he felt good about what he had for a 2-point conversion. And now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. DeMarcus Lawrence in on the tackle. 2nd and 7. Throwing Jones. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. 79 yards rushing now for Barkley. It's a first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Eluding the pressure right. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
His running ability has been an extra dimension to the game plan thus far. For once, though, he doesn't create any magic against a front that's prepared for him to try and take off.
Jones fakes the give to Barkley. Oh, this is going to be caught along the sidelines. Probably shouldn't have been caught. He's going to lose yardage there. Only able to gain a couple there. And that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
On 3rd down, Barkley. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the first down, close it out.
They'll run with Barkley, and I don't think he got there. He did not. They stop him a yard shy. Saquon Barkley denied on 4th down, and the Cowboys defense is going to get him the football back. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
A big opportunity to tie it with 3 or take the lead with a touchdown. Their defense definitely did their part with that pivotal 4th down stop.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Looking to throw. Prescott. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott.
Out right, he finds Tolbert. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. To the air again, Prescott.
That's into the hands of Tolbert. Down inside the 10.
Touchdown, Cowboys! Dak Prescott now 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon.
And the Cowboys have taken a 4th quarter lead.
Extra point right down the middle. this one is the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. But the bad news for them, they've seen that cushion they once had totally evaporate, and they're working from behind. The good news, they now have the opportunity to regain the lead right back. 94 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Jones. This pass into the hands of Bellinger. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. Yeah, you only get a 1-yard buffer there from the line of scrimmage, and he got downfield a little too far, and the flag came out. Back to throw. Jones. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Another try after the 1st down sack. Jones. This one goes out wide for Barkley. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up. And the Giants send out their punter now as he's on here to punt it away. Oh, it's a wobbler here. And now a fair catch called for and taken just outside the 40-yard line. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays, they're going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the 1st downs, and the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A 1st down there on a pickup at 25.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely going to consider this lead here in the 4th quarter.
So the drive takes them into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 down at the 31. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And he loses the football a 2nd time. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
Well, that takeaway, partner, right there, that's a combination of coaching, execution, and absolute belief. Because a lot of guys will look at the scoreboard and go, this thing's pretty well done. But they still thought to themselves, if we can make a play, we give our teammates a chance to win it. And that's exactly what they did.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. From the 44, Jones. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to finish. figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley, and he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be fourth down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this third down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
Desperation time now. Here's Jones.
He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. Felt compelled to go for it there on fourth down, trailing in the fourth quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a fourth down call. Doesn't matter the distance. The stop to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
Here's Jones. Out route pass complete to Bellinger. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
That completion helps out in a nice way. Now they can take a little bit more time, but guess what? They've got to make sure on their throws that they see it open, not just anticipate it.
Jones. Flush to his right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
And once he got out of the pocket, you thought that maybe he'd take off with it, especially here in the 2-minute drill. Sometimes defenses are focused so much downfield that there's room to run, but this time he decided to throw it unsuccessfully.
Seventh play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
To throw is Jones.
Forced out to his left. And he'll just get rid of it.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
Jones.
And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute.
What a game this has been, and what a drive that was, Charles, to take the lead here late in the fourth quarter.
And partner, that's a job well done by everyone, from the players to the guys calling the plays. And if I may introduce just one downside to the mix, might be a little bit too much time left. Enough on the clock for a final last-ditch effort to try and steal this win away.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
Charles, you got to think the #1 goal here is ball security. Remember, last drive they coughed it up. Then they allowed the touchdown, and now they're trailing on the scoreboard.
Boy, the way you described it makes me think that that one actually hurt them 3 times. The fumble cost them potential points. Then they watched their opponent get a touchdown off of the fumble. And third, they lost the lead as a result. Really tough sequence right there. I don't think coaches have to remind them to hold on to the football. They've just got to find a way to get it done.
And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. Picked off by Xavier McKinney, and the Giants are going to take possession of the football.
I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game said never, not in a million years, but here we go.
And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line.
13 yards, good for a Giant first down.
Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
Hey, Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to a one-possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. In this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work going forward.
So for the Giants, they continue to make their case as a Super Bowl favorite as they move to 13-1. And they'll get another road test next week as they have to go to Lambeau to take on the Packers. Meanwhile, for Dallas, their slim playoff hopes are gone now as they fall to 5-9. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at Soldier Field with the Chicago Bears.